Hey, this is Anney.
And Samantha.
And welcome to Stuff Mom Never Told You, production of iHeartRadio. This episode is brought to you in iHeart 3D audio. For maximum effect, headphones are recommended. Hey, everyone. We have a special 3D episode for you today. And yes, if you're like, what, 3D audio? It's a thing. It is a thing.
Anney, you have a thing.
I do. If you want to randomly, if you're like me and you like horror at any time of the year, you can go check out 13 Days of Halloween. And I have an episode up on there that was recorded in this 3D audio. And it's pretty cool. I do say so myself. If you'd like to check it out.
It is cool. I'll listen to it.
Yes. And I appreciated that. So yeah, we're trying something new for this episode because here at iHeart, we recently got our hands on some audio equipment capable of recording in 3D. So we wanted to try it out. A bunch of shows are doing this. And don't worry if that makes you a little nervous. We're not going to go overboard, just a light touch, some soundscaping here and there. But if you like it, we might try this again sometime because originally we were going to do a dramatic reading of some of my fan fiction.
I really wanted to do this too.
You did. I wasn't sure about the legality of it, but I did.
I was campaigning so hard.
You contacted like Yves about it. It was great. Maybe in the future, because I really want to hear you do a Chewbacca impression in 3D. You have to say it that way at least once.
Oh, yeah. I was going to let the echo go. But yeah, I'm down. I'm practicing.
Perfect. So listeners, just let us know if that's something you're interested in. I totally understand. If not, though, totally get it. But my feelings won't be too hurt. I just want to let the option. I want to put it out there.
My feelings will be hurt because I really want it to happen. But we're not doing that this time around. I was vetoed. I was vetoed hard. But we thought we'd continue our conversation on self-care instead. So I was okay with it. And make a space to relax. Sort of a podcast oasis, if you will. With special guest star, Yves, our friend who comes through all the time, talking to us about the amazing Female First series, as well as being our executive producer. So of course, and by the way, if you do follow our sites, such as Instagrams or Twitter, you know that she is a meditation yoga guru. I think she is. So it's going to be awesome. So just a disclaimer, though these are things that we really love to do as a part of our self-care. Always listen to your body. What might work for us may not work for you. So make sure, listen to yourself and what you need.
Yes. Put your headphones in and relax along with us. One of my very favorite things to do for self-care and in general is hiking. It's been over a year and I'm so excited to get back out there. We're very lucky where we are to be close to some absolutely stunning trails and hikes. There's something I find so peaceful about getting in touch with nature, about focusing on that next step and letting your mind wander. That's a big part of mindfulness and centering and getting in touch with your body that can be really hard to do as a trauma survivor. We talked about that in our trauma mini-series when we spoke to the lovely women behind We Hike to Heal. It makes sense to me that hiking would be healing because it can involve a lot of the grounding techniques recommended for trauma survivors. Listening to your breath, to the crunch of the leaves or ground under your feet, the birds, the breeze in the trees, the babbling of water over rocks, the quiet roar of a waterfall. And through all of this is you and your body moving through this space, something you have to attune to, all of these sounds tethering you to the present.
Another form of self-care, and something that is simultaneously easy and hard, is meditation. Of course, the idea of meditation has always been around, whether you call it mindfulness, relaxing, a focused breathing, or just a break. It is something that can be pretty accessible and fairly effective. And there are many different forms of meditation, guided and unguided, calming and insightful, religious and non-religious. And many different practices use soundscape or immersive sound or sound bath meditation. Whether it's sounds of nature, such as water sounds, which can help you find the peace of the waves on a sunny day, or the sounds of a gentle storm as you try to relax from the day of stress and demands, and maybe even try to fall asleep. One of my favorites is the guided imagery meditation, which is a meditation that puts you in a space to be able to focus in order to relax. Focused relaxation involves concentrating on a specific object, sound, or experience in order to calm your mind. With this type of meditation, you're able to visualize a positive scenario or images that helps you to relax and focus. It can help you cope with stress and anxieties and can even be a helpful method to wind down. For example, my favorite imagery is that of being in the northern mountains, sitting near a lake, listening to the waters hitting against the shore, while in the distance the bird sings as the wind blows throughout. So, if you're wondering what it is, for a beginner, you might want to start by sitting down or maybe lying down. Close your eyes, focus on your breath, and allow your body to relax. Choose your happy place. Choose your go-to relaxing place. Maybe, again, it's like the water that I spoke of. Allow yourself to settle in. Immerse yourself in the environment by using all of your senses. Allow yourself to be part of that area and environment. There are many benefits to meditation. And specific to meditations like guided imagery, it can help you reduce feelings of anxiety, as in fact, in a 2014 study, women suffering from fibromyalgia were tested to see the effects of using this specific type of meditation, and it showed a significant decrease in feelings of stress, fatigue, pain, and depression.
Hey everyone, it's Yves. If you don't know my voice, you might already know my voice. I've been on the show many times for a segment called Female First, but I am here today to do a very special episode. I'm so happy that Anney and Samantha have me on for this episode because it is one of my favorite things. I know that a lot of the time y'all know me for talking about women in history, but today is very different because I'm going to be in my yoga and meditation bag. I have been practicing yoga for about 6 years now, and I am also a yoga and meditation teacher. And I am very grateful and honored to be here today and to be able to bring you a meditation. So we're going to do some guided imagery today. I ask that if you're not familiar with yoga and meditation, there's a good chance you might be because you are listening to this episode up until this point. But if you're not, I ask and I hope that you keep an open mind and that you try to go along with me for this ride. And at the end, we'll see if it's something that you like. And if you do, you can return to this whenever you want to or try it elsewhere. Who knows? It's up to you. It's whatever you want to do. So let's begin. So no matter where you are, try to get into a comfortable position. Try to get into a place in a position in which you feel safe, in which you feel settled. And just take a moment to settle into that place. You can be in whatever position you want to be in. Whatever position feels good to you right now. That might be sitting in a chair. That might be sitting cross-legged on the floor, in your bed, lying in your bed. Whatever position in which you feel like you can sit or stay for several minutes. It doesn't have to look like anything special. It doesn't have to be fancy. It just has to be somewhere that you want to be. Now that you've arrived here in this comfortable position, in a way that invites you to feel held, supported, and safe, all you have to do is breathe, feel, and notice. Breathe, feel, notice. Notice how to be here with yourself, to meet this moment in time that you've made space for. Allow yourself to settle into a sense of ease and peace that fills you so deeply that it warms the very center of your being. Now bring your awareness to your breath. Feel your expansiveness, the way your chest rises as you are filled with life-giving breath, and the way it settles back into the body as you release. Feel how the air is cool as you inhale and warm as you exhale. Now begin to count the breath. Inhale for a count of 3. Exhale for a count of 3. Inhale, 1, 2, 3. Exhale, 1, 2, 3. Inhale, 1, 2, 3. Exhale, 1, 2, 3. In a moment, I'm going to count down from 10 to 1. When we arrive at 1, you will have settled into a much deeper space. 10, you notice the sounds in the room around you, the sounds of your surroundings. 9, you notice your body in space, how it rests on your support. 8, feel the clothing against your skin, the light touch of your fingertips, the points of contact that you have with the outside world. 7, let go of any tension that you may be holding in your body. Scan your body and release in any place that you may be holding tension. 6, notice your thoughts. Acknowledge them as they come and release them. Let them flow through as if they are floating on water. 5, allow your mind to settle into this moment. Allow yourself to simply be. 4, 3, 2, 1. Here, in this deeper space, allow yourself to let go. Allow the deep sense of calm that you have invited in to envelop you. Here you are, crossing the threshold from the soft amber lighting of your warm home and into the cool evening. Your home is cozy, but the crisp air and light breeze are refreshing on this spring night. You let the stillness of your surroundings wash over you as you continue your journey farther away from your home and into the lush meadow ahead. The soft grass gently tickles your feet as it gives way to your presence. The steady and musical chirp of all the creatures that awaken at night fills the air as you climb a small hill to one of your favorite views in the meadow. At the top of the hill, you breathe in deeply, letting the fresh air fill your lungs. From your hill, you can see the nearest town, a collection of twinkling lights far in the distance. But your hill is quiet, calm. You slowly open the blanket you brought with you, laying it down next to a bed of wildflowers. Their subtle fragrance comforts you as you lie down on your back on the blanket and stare up at the night sky, a deep shade of amethyst. You settle in here, mesmerized. The night sky seems to be all that exists anymore. It surrounds you. The light and the dark, both equally soothing. The light for its warmth, the darkness for its serenity. What does it mean that something so limitless could exist? And what does it mean that you are able to witness it every day? And are even able to call yourself part of it? The stars shine brighter as the sky turns a deeper shade of blue. Their light pulls you even closer, and now you are gently floating, as if held by a body of warm, salt water. But it is the night sky that supports you, allows you to rest in the cradle of its infinite expanse. You are light. You are encumbered by nothing. No expectation, no labels, no responsibilities. Here, there is only possibility. For now, you have released everything that weighs you down. What does that feel like? In every glowing star and every pocket of darkness in between, you see yourself, new in every moment, infinite, in harmony with everything else in this universe. You are exactly as you are meant to be. Here in this burdenless state, perhaps you take a moment to settle into this sense of freedom. Perhaps you let go of any concerns about doing and simply let the being happen, with the stars as your guide. floating. In your time here, you realize that the peace and contentment you found in the night sky is always available to you. So you let the stars light a pathway back to the earth, and you drift, slowly, back to your favorite hill in the meadow. The scent of the wildflowers welcomes you as you come to rest on your blanket. You take your time, rising and preparing to head back home, taking soft steps back down the gentle slope and through the moonlit meadow. A breeze creates the faintest whistle, as if it were calling you to return. You've made it back home. This comfortable and loving place that you've created for yourself greets you with kindness and warmth. And as we return, invite all of the feelings you cultivated in our journey to come home to you. In a moment, I'm going to count from 1 to 10. And by the time I get to 10, any sleepiness will have faded and you will feel wonderfully refreshed and present. 1, 2, 3. You begin to notice the sounds in the room. 4. Begin to notice any sounds that you may hear from outside of the room you're in. 5. Notice your body in space, bringing yourself back into the presence of your surroundings. 6. Maybe you wiggle your fingers and toes. 7. Feel your breath deepen, awakening your senses and energy. 8. Stretch out through your arms, through your legs, through your feet, through your hands. 9. Start to move your body a little. Maybe stretching through your back, rolling your neck, turning your head from side to side. 10. Invite a yawn into your body. Pausing here just to feel that transition from stillness to movement. And as you bring yourself back into the room that you're in, back into this moment, just remember that everything you just cultivated, all the stillness, the peacefulness, the contentment, the awareness, receptiveness, softness, all the other things that you can name for yourself that you just cultivated throughout that experience. you can carry that with you. You can have it at any moment, at any time that you may choose. Thank you for being open to and taking the time with me that you just did. I am so honored that you stuck with me through that entire experience. I do hope that you got something meaningful out of it, or at least enjoyed your time doing it and doing something a little bit different than you hear from me, and definitely a little bit different than we usually do on this show. All right, bye.
Well, I don't know about you listeners, but I'm feeling pretty relaxed. That was a nice little oasis.
It was fun.
It was. And as always, we love it when Yves drops by. It feels like we're having like an A-list celebrity cameo to me.
Honestly, I feel like she's a pro.
Yeah, she is.
She should be a yoga expert, to be fair.
She absolutely is. And like you said, Samantha, listeners, check her out on social media because she consistently posts amazing things about yoga and meditation. So she was very much a help in this episode. And if that's something you're interested in learning more about or getting into, check her out online. And we hope that you enjoyed this experiment of ours and that maybe you did get a moment of relaxation. If you want us to do more stuff like this in the future, just let us know. You can email us at stuffmediamomstuff@iheartmedia.com. You can find us on Twitter at momstuffpodcast or on Instagram at stuffmomnevertoldyou. Special shout out, thanks as always, to our super producer, Christina, in 3D.
She made this episode.
Yes.
She made this episode, literally.
She did. And thanks to you for listening. This episode was brought to you in iHeart 3D Audio. To experience more podcasts like this, search for iHeart 3D Audio in the iHeartRadio app. Stuff Mom Never Told You is a production of iHeartRadio. For more podcasts from iHeartRadio, visit the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you listen to your favorite shows.